Right place, wrong time.
왜 다 저복장이야 근데? 왜 이쁘지도 않는 이 복장으로 다 나오는 거지?
Lord King.
Ah, Eivor.
이게 어느 시간대지?
Welcome here.
지금 4시간대에서는 알프레드는 이미 왕이 아니잖아.
How does it feel to be home?
어? 다시 왕이 된 거야?
Not as free of care as you might imagine. It has been many years since I reclaimed.
맞네.
But I have never taken it for granted.
다시 왕으로 올라왔네.
Not since my time in the marshes. Since then, I have been busy. Guthrum and I are inching towards common ground. A treaty
구스럼이 그 바이킹 왕 아저씨였죠.
Is that why you have summoned me? To find common ground?
I hope to. You are one of the great lords of Mercia, and calling you a friend would be a benefit to all.
얘가 왕이 됐어 주인공도? 머시아의 왕이야?
What say you to a treaty, Eivor, naming you lord of all lands northeast of your settlement?
In exchange for what?
Your allegiance, not to me, but to Christ, and to
이
the order
종교쟁이
I
이거.
have convened in His name.
I honor your offer, Lord, and the trust you place in me.
얘는
So here is my answer.
새로운 결사단을 만든 거야? 왜 결사단이라고 얘기를 하지?
You gave me this years ago. A beautiful piece.
십자가랑
It
비슷하게
sits heavier
생겼네요.
in my pocket than on my heart.
You refuse, then.
Have no fear. This is not a new chapter in our conflict. I am leaving these lands for distant shores. You'll have no more trouble from me.
떠난다고?
Search of new wars, fresh lands to conquer.
In search of myself.
Ah, the most difficult
자아 찾으러 가는 건 아닐
destination
거고.
on earth.
뭐가 있으니까 가는 것 같긴 한데 뭐지?
I wish you well, then. God be with you on your journey.
I'm a bit full up with gods at the moment. Yours may have to take another boat.
알프레드 렉스. 오케이. 십자가.
Here we go.
He faces the rising sun. Good.
So the rumors are true. The great conqueror has been
얘
conquered
그
himself.
약간 뉘앙스가 있었어. 그 종교 믿을 것 같은 뉘앙스가 구스럼이.
Has it been?
막 불꽃이 막 어쩌고저쩌고 하면서 약간 신성함을 느꼈다고.
Something amuses you.
I hardly recognize you. Is this the Guthrum I left behind, or some other gentler man?
The Guthrum you knew is indeed
에설스텐.
no more.
아 역시.
I am now called. My
근데
Christian
잠깐
name,
나왔던 화면에서
a new
저 십자가가
name for
무너져
a
있는
new
장면이
life.
나왔었죠.
At the expense
얘도
of all
망했다는 걸
gained.
보여주는 건가?
I have not lost as much as you might think. King Alfred and I have forged a lasting peace, in fact. He has taken Western Mercia, East Anglia is mine. We are now discussing the fates of East Mercia and the North. The Danes, Eivor, are here to stay.
근데 왜 망했을까 얘는?
With Christ as their Jarl.
He is a powerful god. Within his sacrifice hides the greatest boons. Forgiveness.
이수도 나중에는 사실은 아니
Would you not consider
예수도 사실은 나중에 이수였다 뭐 그런 거 나오려나?
I have no time to meet new gods. I am leaving England, and I've only come here to say my goodbyes.
Will you return to your father's land?
Elsewhere. To unmanned
어디로 가는
places,
걸까요 주인공이?
in search of the
아
unknown.
거기 가나 보다.
An adventure
그
worthy of
에이보르
Odin.
그 무덤이 발견됐던
You and
거긴가?
he share a love for knowledge and discovery, I have noticed.
Share is not strong enough a word.
그 레일리 하산이 발견했던 그
We
거기.
must drink and tell stories before you go. If they are to be our last, they must be our best.
뭐 바심은 뭐 얘기를 안 하네요. 특별히. 마지막으로 호르다 필쾌.
Spinning forward just a bit.
맞는 것 같은데 걔. 일로 왔네 얘가. 에이보르가.
Eivor! God,
시그루드가 여기 있었구나.
It's good to see you.
You look well, brother. Fit and fierce.
Eivor! You are welcome
하랄드 왕이랑
here.
같이 있었네.
Your brother told me you were coming, but I did not expect you so soon.
Stout men huddled around a map with eyes as hungry as their bellies. Little has changed here.
Yes. I spent half my life worrying over hastily drawn maps. But this is not a land we mean to conquer. It is a land
도와야
in
할
need of
땅?
aid.
Iceland.
Yes. Our friend Ingólfur sends word that his new settlement is in peril. Cold winters and simmering blood feud. I have agreed to send supplies and men, enough to bring peace and ride out the winter. Eivor, it may be your coming here at this time to this place is a blessing from Thor himself. I have asked your brother to lead this expedition, and I do not doubt that he would gladly have you accompany him.
With you at our side, there's nothing we could
팔 하나 없는 주제에.
Tell us your thoughts.
그것도 심지어
Does your heart
오른팔이잖아.
fire burn for another great expedition?
I am grateful for the offer,
어디에 가는 거야
but
아직도?
I have not come here to walk down well-worn roads. I am here to say farewell, for once and all.
For once and all, are you leaving England as well?
I am sailing
서쪽으로.
west, accompanied only by myself, to a land found on no map.
For what need?
I'll discover that only when I arrive. But that is tomorrow. Today I would like to spend time in the company of those
이 마지막 인사라는 게 이런 의미였구나. 에이보르가 이제 이 지역을 완전 뜨기 전에 주변 인물들에게 인사하는
long,
내용이었네요.
long ago. You understand?
Uncle, clear the room and bring mead and roasted minkwal for 3.
저 옛날 아스가르드 시절 이야기 얘기하는 건가 설마? 아주 옛날이라길래.
Now, where to begin?
자 이제 마지막 라스트는 에이보르 거기거든요. 까마귀 클랜 거기. 이게 마지막 인사?
Here we are. A final future memory.
떠나기 전이구나 이게.
Will you not wait for morning?
I must get to London by the week's end. A crew awaits me there.
Not even a goodbye,
이 지역 그럼 족장은 누가 맡아가나? 란드비가 하나?
but not well. Does Randvi know tonight is the night?
Yes. We said our goodbyes.
I wish I understood all this, Eivor.
Do you remember my first visions? Before we came to England. Odin, Sigurd, the wolf, the Nornir.
Yes, they prophesied so much that came to pass.
They were not prophecies, Valkyr. They were memories. My own. Or not my own, but lent to me by another. One who lives
오딘
within.
얘기하는 거지.
My second Hugr. Do you understand?
I wish I did.
For so long, I considered only two possible futures for me. Surrender to these malicious memories, who reject them utterly. Now I see a third way. And as
뭐가
I grow
궁금하다는
older,
거야?
it draws my interest. I want to learn from them. But I do not know where this path will lead me.
결국 얘도 시그루드화 됐네요.
This is
더
why,
알고 싶어하는.
for now, I wish to be alone.
I see. Thank you for your trust, Eivor.
Embrace me, friend.
Farewell, Eivor Wolfkist. May Odin guide your way.
Not this time, Volka. This time, I will be guiding him.
어?
Basim, is it?
William Miles. I asked to meet you in person.
윌리엄
Face
마일즈?
to face, you said. So here I am. In spirit, so to speak.
So close, yet so far.
누구야? 윌리엄
A clever
마일즈?
trick.
Quite a trick of your own you pulled off. Resurrection, hibernation. Many years in the making, I suppose.
There were some improvisations along the way.
You've spent so much time in the simulation these past 1,000 years. Why so eager to jump into another?
A simple curiosity. It has been so long since I saw my friend Eivor. I wish to know how this grand saga concluded.
Now you know. So, what next? Where will Basim go?
As far as I can, William.
I feared as much.
Do not. I cherish the creed that guides us. I always have. But you people are infants compared to those I left behind. I need to get you up to speed. So, let's get started.
Wait. If we are to work together, there is something I want first.
Name it.
뭐지? 왜 안 알려줘? 이거 다음 후속작이 저 바심의 프리퀄 이야기인 걸로 알고 있는데, 그럼 둘이 지금 나눈 이야기는 안 나올 거 아니야? 뭔 이야기 한 거야 얘네? 바심으로 돌아왔다. 현대네요. 윌리엄 마일즈 이름이 되게 낯이 익는데 어디서 나왔지?
Viable genetic material obtained. Genetic memory extraction has begun. Estimated sequencing time 29 days, 3
자기의
hours,
DNA를
4 minutes.
시뮬레이션하는 거기로
You are in
만드는
for
건가?
quite a ride, Mr. Miles.
그치, 그런 거 같은데? 이게 그래서 다음 후속작이랑 이어지는 거야? 저걸로 이용해서 이제 바심의 과거를 보는?
This is all so strange. And what of Ragnarok? The twilight of the gods? Are these stories true?
In a sense. The great cataclysm happened, much as your legends say. There were earthquakes and storms, wars and famine.
그 여행에서 온 곳이 여긴 거잖아.
My people died out. Yours thrived.
But you say there were no gods as we know them. So what natural force could cause such an upheaval?
이수?
How to explain? Does the term solar flare mean
태양풍?
anything to you?
헐 여기서 잠깐만 라그나로크도 결국 태양풍이었던 거야?
This may take some time to describe.
Not a problem.
와 이거 지금 부금 근본 부금 나온다. 와 소름 돋아. 여기서 또 태양풍이? 와 진짜 엔딩이었구나 이게. 완벽하게 마무리네요.
Ireland, a patchwork of petty kings jostling for hills and pastures and green glens. My adopted isle. Azar, how is it that Barith, as nose as ice, is king of Dublin? Dublin is a Viking city, Eivor. But in fact, merchants and beggars come from all parts to parade in its muddy streets. Odd to think of Barith as king of a city. It perhaps sounds grander than it is. Ireland has many kings. They litter the countryside, and Barith's throne is not secure. Flann Sinna calls the tune. Who is he? Soon to be crowned High King of all Ireland.
아일랜드의 왕이 될라.
Flann distrusts Vikings, though he needs them. Barith will find a way. As a boy, he wasn't much of a fighter, but somehow always came out all right. I'm sure what you say is true. Certainly, he is loved by his people.
여기가 아일랜드? 더블린? 그 더블린? 근데 뭔가 건물 양식이나 이런 건 뭐 크게 다르진 않네요.
Your crew can find lodging here. Come, let us find Barith.
Eivor! Blood of
얘가
my blood!
바리드야.
Look at you! You have unthrust us,
광대가
Jingle!
닮았어.
And you, the 7-year-old, lives in you still.
It has been a long stretch since we pelted old Ganfrid with apple cores.
He never forgave us that.
And Sigurd in the clan? How goes with all?
There is much to tell you, Barith, but let me breathe your Irish air. Thank you for keeping my ports from being set ablaze in my absence.
My ports? Yes, old man. I can rule my city even without
늙은
you.
사람이야 얘.
Eivor, you arrive in good time. I'm hosting a feast in honor of my son, Sigfrid. He is 17 today.
아들이 17이야?
17-year-old
와.
son.
And rather a difficult boy at that. Come, there's much to show on the way to my
에이보르가
castle.
몇 살인
A
거지?
kingship, a son, and a castle. Truly you have a
성공했네.
fine life, Barith. Castle? It is a wooden house. Finely crafted, to be sure, but in Shiraz, it would be home to a middling rug merchant.
왜 이렇게
Lead me
비꼬아?
to your rug merchant's wooden hovel, Barith.
표정이 되게 얘는 뭔데 이렇게 머밌고 이러는 거야 얘는.
Just look at her docks. Wee babe of a city, but the biggest port in all Ireland.
You cannot appreciate Irish air without enduring the stench of our docks.
It is upon the strength of this port I plan to secure my kingship.
Azar told me that your throne may not be entirely
왕권이
steady.
불안정하다.
King Flann needs some persuading is all. Dublin's vast trade web will bring wealth to all Ireland. If Flann can be made to see that, my kingship and that of my children's children will be safe.
I cannot
왕인데
guarantee your
왕권을
throne,
보장을 못
but
받는 거야? 이것도
vast
웃기네요.
trading web is within my power.
왕이 아니잖아
No one
그러면.
else I'd trust my
그냥 영주
fingers
정도
to,
아니야?
Old man.
You let him call you that. I call him worse things.
I still owe you a horn of ale.
This is where I leave you.
간다.
Don't miss the banquet.
I'll be there shortly.
가기 전에 이거 한번 못 가. 잠깐만 아저씨 잠깐만.
Welcome.
혹시 초기화
can fetch this
안
if you
됐네요.
That all you need? Nothing more?
I'm off.
기다리고 있어줬네. 저기가 동기요.
Mighty king.
Aoife, this is my cousin, Eivor. Show her the bow I had you make for her.
활?
This is for me. The craftsmanship.
지금 내가
is
가진
beautiful.
활이랑 비교하면 좀
Best work. Give her a try. Hit the targets before the sand runs out. Think you can get them all?
Of course I will. Stand ready to be astonished.
어렵진
Aren't you
않겠지.
the confident one? Sure, I'll be embarrassed for you if you shat on the eggs.
Watch my arrows fly.
I certainly will. Go.
활이 달라졌구나. 이렇게 나가는구나. 사냥꾼 말고 다른 걸 써본 적이 없어가지고 몰랐는데.
The bow needs tuning, but it is a very thoughtful
하나
gift.
아쉽네.
You had a long sea voyage.
이렇게
Haven't got your
나가는구나.
land rest
타격감이
yet.
되게 특이하게 나가네. 가벼운 활.
Well done, cousin. Wait, is that a house of God?
신의 집.
Aye, Christ's own church.
여기도
Ireland
그리스도.
is mostly Christian now, and so is Dublin. Many Norse chew the wafer.
You make a place for them.
Them? I myself have a place in Christ's house, as I do in the house of Thor. So long as a god has my back, he has my altar.
허.
I've built this city up from rubble. 20 years ago, us Vikings were beaten. The Irish took revenge and sacked Dublin.
The Tsar told me that it is a Viking city.
Norse founded it, and I nursed it back to health. When I became king, I was king of a mud pit.
여기 좀 뭔가 좀 그럴듯하다 여기는. 그래서 나무라는 게 좀 아쉽네요. 관리가 힘들 것 같아서. 그치, 만들긴 쉬워 보이긴 한다. 대충 잘라가지고 이렇게 세우는 거잖아 이거.
My home. My only regret is that my mother and my wife aren't here to greet you. They've gone on pilgrimage to the mountains just now. The waters there improve mother's health. I am left to discipline my wayward son.
And to host a banquet.
Which should be already underway.
왕의 홀. 양탄자 상인 집 치고는 많이 큰데.
Up, Barad, Fodia.
어디야? 제 왕 지나간다고 박수 치고 있는 거 봐.
Please go enjoy yourself. I must have a word with my son. Come meet him before the night's out.
축제 즐기기.
Hey, you're Boris' cousin. It's a grand do, isn't it?
Hi, enjoying yourself.
It's great crack. It's a fine
차기
thing to
국왕이
celebrate
아들내미인
future
거지.
King Siegfried.
I'm curious. How do you feel Barad has done as king?
Oh, he's done a lovely job, he has. Likes to throw feasts. Invites us common folk. More host than king, perhaps, but he's a fine man, and the city has never been busier.
Enjoy the feast.
You as well.
역시 족장 느낌이야. 왕이건 나발이건 그냥 축제를 즐기다는데 뭐가 없는데. 안쪽이 뭐가 없다.
It's past time to put away childish things.
What do you expect, Father?
제가 아들인가 보다.
I expect my son to act like the
엄마는
future
누구야?
king, not roll in the muck.
So Flan will take you on as his farting court jester?
Think with your head and not your arse. Flan can assure my throne, which will one day be yours. That makes you the arse. Enough! Eivor, my son, Siegfried. I'm sorry, I must clear my head. Could you...
아들 맡기고 가?
I was looking forward to meeting my cousin's son.
So, you're the cousin who Da speaks so fondly of. Is the old fool reduced to importing Vikings now?
얘는
In
말
no way have you
꼬라지가.
been knocked to the ground by now.
Come on then, if you've any guts worth respecting.
Fine, whelp.
You won't land a single punch.
이거 지면 안 되겠는데 이거. 와, 야야야야. 다행이다. 지면 어쩌나 했다.
I guess I owe you thanks for not beating me bloody.
I am not here to quarrel with you, Siegfried.
Da speaks so highly of you. I wanted to see if you lived up to the
고작
stories.
이걸로 알 수가 있어?
Does anyone? You're unhappy with how your father rules.
Da has the makings of a fine king, but he chooses to play the unctuous merchant instead.
A visit to Norway might do a young Vikinger like you some good.
I'd love to go with Da. Maybe the homeland would kindle his warrior spirit. Give Dublin a fair and fearsome king.
I've lost track of your father. Any idea where he might be?
He wanted to clear his head. That means he's visiting grandfather's grave. Da has a chat with him almost every day.
Bareth can commune with the dead.
No, his conversations are all one-sided. The grave sits at the top of the hill.
I'll find him. Thank you, Siegfried.
Eivor, teach me how to hit like that sometime.
Bareth. Why so uneasy?
A king must forever be on guard. When I'm upset or uncertain, I come here to seek my father's spirit.
아버지 무덤이야?
I didn't even ask after him. Somehow I knew he'd...
Some years ago, he was destined to die in battle, and he did.
He sits with Odin now. My family owes yours a solemn debt.
That winter, your family came to stay with us. I remember your birth, screaming like a warrior.
The plague year. No one would take us in. No one but your mother and father. I owe your family my life.
And what a life we had. I have fond memories of you and I slipping out to hunt.
In dead of night. Stars in the sky. Moonlight on snow. And that's how I got that scar.
I do feel bad about that. What about the one on your cheek?
This. A caution from the gods about my vanity.
Come.
뭐지?
If we tell all our stories, we'll be here a week.
Do you see something?
My imagination run amok, but let us away.
늑대야? 아니네. 순록? 덮치나?
Funny how just the slightest noise sets a fellow on edge.
By Thor's hammer, Bareth. I could sleep a week.
Not as spry as the old days, eh? When we searched
그래,
the
이거
night in
DLC
hopes
이름이
of catching
드루이드의
a will o' the
분노였잖아.
wisp.
맞나? 드루이드 분노? 그 말은 방금 제가 드루이드고 분노를 하고 있는 건가? 이 지역을 약탈해가지고 드루이드한테서 어쩐지 여기 자연이 되게 좋더라고. 뭐야? 왜 전투지?
Give yourself up.
Who are these men?
끝이야?
Who were they?
My ascension to the throne has not been without contest. The previous king's son, Thorstein, is resentful.
You told me nothing of this.
You are my guest. I'm not going to burden you with petty concerns.
Petty concerns. I now know why you've been anxious all evening.
Tis worrying. He's never been so bold before.
He sees you as a usurper to his throne.
Perhaps, but he doesn't seem to want to take it. He contents himself by stealing and smuggling with his band of ruffians. It's petty Viking raiding, but it puts me in a bad light with Flaw. That's certain. Keep a sharp watch. Brigands rove the streets tonight.
You can be sure of me, my king.
근데 그런 걸 알고서도 저렇게 혼자 다니는 것도 신기하다 얘도. 자신 있다는 건가? 주인공 없었으면 혼자 당한 거잖아 방금.
What? You know I am always the last to leave a party.
왜 의심하나? 얘가 혹시
We were ambushed by Thorstein's men. Rivals I was not made aware of.
Small wonder King Flan does not embrace you, Barret. You cannot keep control of the Vikings in your own city.
Thorstein makes me look like more of an arse than I do on my own.
I see. It is the High King's disfavor that makes this shameful. My cousin, I will take care of Thorstein.
No, I do not want to drag you into this sorry mess. Perhaps you'll accept silver to lie low.
For a week or two. But then he'll be back and back
그치,
again.
계속 돈 달라고 하겠지.
I can remove this blood once and for all.
Eivor, this is not your fight.
왜 이러는
For
걸까요?
any and all of your god's sakes, Barret, let Eivor help you.
As of this moment, Barret, my arm is yours. Whatever is needed to bring Flan's smile upon you, I will do.
Eivor, I have never been so happy.
그냥 임사칠이었던 거야? 아 됐어요 됐어요 하는 뭐 그거?
would be to secure your throne. I will start with Thorstein.
It happens that Siegfried may know something. He once ran with Thorstein's gang.
안면이 있어?
Sadly true. Seek him tomorrow in the marketplace. After a night of carousing, he likes to recuperate there.
We will begin to forge a bond with High King Flan on Rise of Sun. This the layer Amma spoke of. I am here for you, Thorstein.
한 방 나온다. 그냥 할까? 굳이 암살할 필요도 없잖아.
Now I've got you, Thorstein, friend.
No escape! I will crush you!
지금 불타는데? 탱포학이지? 아 뜨거. 아 뜨거.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
You made a mistake when you came for Barith, Makiva.
Oh, gods! You plan to kill me? Give my head to whatever Irish master you and Boris serve.
I serve no Irish master.
Bullscat! If you had any Norse loyalty, you'd be like me, running the filthy god-eaters from the island. But
얘도 결국에는 그 사촌계가 하는 운영 방식이 마음에 안 든다는 거네요. 뭔가 옛날 주인공의 아버지 느낌 난다.
Common refuse, delivered to your judgment, King Barith.
Thorstein, author of the plot to waylay me and my cousin.
Well, you know how it is, Bardish. A fellow needs some silver. A king could fetch Dublin's treasury in ransom. Although I'm not certain you'd bring in quite so much.
Say so, Barith, and I will cut out his insolent tongue.
On your feet, Thorstein. You bloody my floors. It is a weighty decision. I would have my closest friend advise me.
죽여?
How shall I deal with this ruffian?
품위 있게 사형을 명해.
All must see that you are a just, resolute king. A stately and dignified execution is called for.
Well said, Eivor.
I want no blood feud lasting generations, Thorstein. You are not worth the bother.
갑자기 힘으로.
Dublin confiscates your land and silver. I banish you forevermore. Be gone by sundown.
안 죽인다고?
Bend the knee and show your thanks.
Best to you, King. I've better places to be than Dublin.
Father! Why choose weakness?
Give every enemy a length of rope. Soon they will carry
그래.
you loose.
Peace. Flann Sinna will soon rule all Ireland. Flann Sinna has the power to make or undo my kingship and that of my son. He is the center of all. But Flann distrusts me. He does not believe I'm truly Christian. By showing Christian mercy, I begin to change his mind.
You are more shrewd than I took you for, cousin. Maybe Thorstein's release is worth a kingdom, but will mercy be enough?
That is why I must build trade. Flann will see that the strength of Dublin's ports is the strength of Ireland.
Show him the power of that trade, cousin. Obtain some rare item from afar. Some spice or gem.
근데 내가 만약 플란의 왕이라면은 여기를 그냥 쳐가지고 내가 먹을 것 같은데 그렇게까지 중요한 거점지면은 굳이 얘네들한테 줄 게 없잖아.
Hear of your Christian mercy. Meantime, I will speak to our Tsar about a gift.
Meet me before the coronation. We will go together.
뭔가 아직 큰 사건이 안 나타난 느낌이야. 지금 약간 대충 여기 지역 돌아가는 그 상황을 지금 설명해주는 느낌이라 아직 뭔가 중대한 뭔가 안 나온 느낌. 그치. 드루이드가 안 나왔어. 드루이드에 붙는데 드루이드가 아직 안 나왔어. 그게 포인트네. 자, 그러면 우선 오늘 방송은 여기서 마치도록 하고요. 내일 8시에 마저 다시 가보도록 하고 전 이만 들어가 보도록 하겠습니다. 내일 뵙도록 하죠. 안녕. 가볼게요. 안녕.